Assalamualaikum. This is a very important question. Many people say that, I've been doing for years. I do not see any impact in my work. Okay. First, I want to question you. Who chose that work? Why do you choose to go to the place of work? This is something I'm telling you. If you work to make a living, you fall into this trap. But if you work to live a life of contribution and growth, then same thing. You imagine a worker going to the office, both parking the same space, same lift, same suit, same meeting, but one is happy, one is not. Is it the environment? Is it the place of work? Is it outside? It's them inside. Because actually we are all living with our own inner world. How we see the world is actually the self-image, the imprinting, the programming, the conditioning that we have been indoctrinated by our parents. Now you're going to say, oh, Prof, that means I was brought up by the wrong parents? No. Remember, I always say that every day a day of self-reflection, self-evaluation. Because there are 3 important days. Most people say 2 important days. I'm going to add 3. 3 important days of a man's life. Number 1, day we are born. And most people say, number 2, the day we discover why. I want to add number 3, the day in which we evaluate our life. What is my life all about? If your life is all about external validation, and you feel there's no impact in your work, why? Because how you measure your impact? You measure your impact by external validation. I'm calling all of you, rather than external validation, to personal fulfillment. Because, believe me, I want to ask all of you, when you meet someone, are you impressed by how good they look, how well they speak, and what's the name card, or how they smile to you? How kind are they? How they make you feel after meeting them? I'm sure the answer is the other one, isn't it? So, the first one is what the physical eye see. Name card, your shoe brand, your everything. Is that the physical eye? It's only 5%. But how you feel is your heart, your emotion. That's 95%. I want to ask all of you, when you say impact, are you talking about you get award, you get bonus? Now I want to ask you, how many of you have had so many bonuses? What do you do with the money? I'm going to tell you a story of a billionaire. He told about there are 4 stages of his life, which all of you can relate now. The younger ones, you can start listening, and I'm sure the older ones listening will chuckle and say yes. Now, for the younger one, this billionaire, all of us, now billionaire, so many, now billionaire. So they said, at my first stage of my life, I want a lot of things. I want to accumulate. For the ladies out there, so many tudung, so many. Brooches, all kind. Shoes matching here and there, handbags. Every day shopping. But he still feel unhappy. The second stage, okay, I go for branded stuff. Go everywhere, go to the premium outlet, get this, get that. Anyone go abroad, get everything. Still not happy. The third one, I want to be powerful, I want to be something different. He goes to Mount Everest, climb everything, go TV station, everything, be famous. Still empty. Then one day, his billionaire colleague said, oh, you want to follow me? I have a private plane. We're going to a country that was stricken by bombs. And we are going to bring a lot of wheelchair for children who lost their leg. They cannot walk. Okay. So he followed. He has nothing to do, so he followed. And once they reached the country, all the children waiting down there. So they start to take one child, put on the wheelchair, the child move, all running, laughing. First time they walk, they move. And he put so many, continue until they're about to finish. He wants to go on the plane. He heard a voice, Wait! Oh, what's this? And he saw a child coming with a wheelchair and hold to his knee. Please. He looked at this man and said, please, look at me. I want to see the face I see in heaven. At that moment, he said, my God, this is the only time I feel so fulfilled. All I did was, I didn't spend any money. I just spent my time. I followed somebody, but I come with my heart full of compassion, unconditional love, sense of high value, sense of contribution, making others happy, empathy. It's all about the heart. So, listeners out there, what's the difference between the first three and the fourth stage? The first three is about giving to himself. It's about success, about what others see. But the fourth one is about the contribution he feel inside. He's giving to others. So if you don't see any impact because you are busy looking at what you get, that's why you're unhappy. But if you see for every letter that you have to staple, this letter goes to contribute to some article or someone's career, and see with your spiritual eye. Small act with high sincerity, done with a lot of love, high energy, such a big impact to one life. Just like a teacher who teaches in kindergarten. Any child below 7 years of age, whatever you do is going to impact their blueprint in their life. One word of encouragement. You are going to be such a brilliant, good boy because you are so intelligent. Believe me, this is like a big seed that's going to grow to the rest of the child's life. One positive word. And similarly, one negative word is a poison that's going to poison the child for the rest of their life. That is why when we talk about impact at work, we are talking about what are we doing to alter someone's quality of life. Because in Islam, it always said that God Almighty loved the most the person who's the most beneficial. So what benefit are we giving? So if you're unhappy with your work, don't focus on the big picture, what the corporate is achieving. Every day, be in the moment. Forget yesterday. Be optimistic tomorrow. And in the moment, what can I do today? And this is the last day of my life. What can I do today to show to God Almighty when I meet Him that this is what I've done for my Khalifah code, the potential you give me to benefit mankind? Because we must realize this quotation. Living, true living is about giving. If you seek happiness for yourself, you always be deluded. But if you seek happiness for others, you always get it yourself. And you know, most people wants to be happy. They said, I want to ask you, the world becomes right, then you be happy? Or when you become happy, the world becomes right? Most of us are waiting for the world, for people, for our children, for our boss, for our colleague, for our whatever to be correct before we become happy. We do not know that actually life is happening through us, not to us. And we decide. And studies have shown that the one common value for people who are happy at work are people who focus on the value, VALUE, not on what they get themselves. So I suggest to all of you, start where you are now, look at your desk, look at your desktop. What is the thing that is always flashing on you? What screen is on your computer? Put words. I am grateful. I am loving. I am kind. I love to contribute. I love everyone. I love myself. What I do to myself, I will do to others. And I am teaching the world to treat me the way I treat myself. If I want to know what I have given to the world, I look at what the world is giving to me. And I only decide what I get by what I give. I have good, I give good, I will get good. And if I get something no good because I have given something that is not good, life is a boomerang. And I can only give good if I have something good inside. So everything begin with me, and start saying to yourself, I am responsible. And put something on your mirror. Nobody is going to spoil my day today. I decide to be happy, grateful, and giving all the time. Assalamualaikum.